guilty to count 2 of the indictment, which is improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, a felony of the 5th degree, and also to count 3, operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or a drug of abuse or a combination thereof, a misdemeanor of the 1st degree, as a second-time offense. The state would move for a dismissal of the balance of the indictment. We would ask that the court refer the felony matter to PSR and go forward with sentencing on the OVI today.
Well, we've got, we're going to go forward on sentencing on both.
Sentencing today and the intervention on the felony charge.
All right, Mr. Kerr?
That does accurately reflect our understanding. At this time, the client would once again move to enter the ILC program. He qualifies under the provisions of RC 2951.041.
All right, based on the information that I have received on the intervention report and the pre-sentence report, I'll grant the intervention motion as to count 2, the improper handling the felony 4. It's denied as to count 3, the OVI, by the misdemeanor 1. All right. So we'll do a plea on both these charges. All right, Mr. Bittle, how old are you?
33 years old, Your Honor.
How far did you go through school?
All the way through high school, a little bit of college.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication within the last 48 hours?
No, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with or treated for any mental illness?
No, sir.
All right. Did you get a copy of the indictment in this case?
Yes.
All right. So you are pleading guilty to count count 2, improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle, a felony 4, and count 3, OVI, and misdemeanor 1. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
All right. And at the conclusion of the plea, with regard to count 2, the felony, I will state a criminal proceedings and place you on an intervention plan on count 3. At the conclusion, you will be sentenced on that case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about how that works?
No, sir.
All right. Now, before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you. And I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. I'm going to ask you questions. If you don't understand a question, stop me. If you want to talk to Mr. Kerr some more, let me know, and I'll give you more time. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. You understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you could be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you have a constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
All right. If you could not afford a lawyer, one will be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to have a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you could not afford a copy of the transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you plead guilty today, you do not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, sir.
Do you still want to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges.
Yes.
You understand by pleading guilty to this felony offense in count 2 that if you are sentenced eventually, you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control.
Yes.
Count 2, improper handling, is a felony. Is that a 4? It's a 4, right?
I think it's a
Yes, sir.
5.
It's a 5?
It's indicted as a 5.
It's indicted, it is 5, yes.
Okay. Felony of the 5th degree that carries a 12-month maximum prison sentence and a $2,500 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Count 3, the OVI, is a misdemeanor of the 1st degree. It carries a potential, is the second time a year, or is it 180 still?
It's 180 still, Your Honor.
It carries a maximum jail sentence of 180 days, a maximum fine of 1,600. No, that's the mandatory. What's the fine on the second time? You do more of this, Justin.
Yeah, no, they just changed it. I think it's 575, but
That's the mandatory, but the maximum is this is still 1,000, or is it more?
I think it's 1625.
Okay, so the maximum fine on the OVI is $1,625. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now there's a mandatory fine. You've got $715 in here.
I have,
$715 on the
Oh,
minimum.
okay.
So it's $575.
yeah,
If the court could give me
Yeah, go ahead.
let me look it up.
10 seconds, I'll produce that for you. The range is 525 to 1625.
Okay. At least for this week it is.
I
All right,
must
so
have it
there's a
updated.
mandatory fine of at least $525. Do you understand that?
Yes,
On the
sir.
OVI, okay. All right. There is also a mandatory term of jail in this. It's either 10 days in jail, or the alternative is 5 days plus electronically monitoring home arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any question about any of the penalties?
No, sir.
All right. Do you understand that on the OVI, there's a mandatory driver's license suspension of at least 1 year up to 7 years?
Yes.
On the weapons charge, if you are convicted on that, you will be prevented from owning or possessing a firearm. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you get sentenced on the felony and the sentence is prison, then when you are released, you might be on post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you were to be placed on post-release control and violated any conditions, parole authority could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If that violation were a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for that violation would be the greater of 12 months of the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you were sentenced to prison on the felony, then you are eligible for judicial release. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Or if you were convicted or sentenced, I could sentence you to community control for up to 5 years, but if you violated any conditions, I could send you to prison for 12 months. You understand that?
Yes.
Now, has anybody promised you that I would be lenient on you just because you're pleading guilty today?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you what I would sentence you to in this case?
No, sir.
Do you understand that I don't have to follow the sentencing recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to talk to Mr. Kerr before pleading guilty today?
Yes, sir.
Has he discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the advice he has given you?
Yes.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes.
Do you have any questions at this point?
No, sir.
All right. Ms. Mulligan, if this case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
Your Honor, the state would be prepared to show that on August 24th, 2025, the defendant was driving in the city of Mentor Lake County, Ohio. He was going the wrong way on State Route 2. He was stopped by the police, and during the course of that stop showed signs of being under the influence of alcohol. The officer noted an odor of alcohol, slurred speech. Defendant refused testing. There was a loaded Glock 27 pistol in the center console of his car that he was the sole occupant of, and that firearm was tested and determined to be operable.
All right, Mr. Kerr, anything to add to those facts?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bittle, did you hear what Ms. Mulligan said? The facts would show if the case went to trial.
Yes.
Are those facts true?
Yes.
All right, what is your plea to count 2, improper handling a felony of the 5th degree?
Guilty, Your Honor.
And what is your plea to count 3, OVI, and misdemeanor of the 1st degree?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Kerr. I'd have to sign him when he's ready.
Your Honor, the defendant has signed the written plea of guilty on his signature and witness by counsel.
Thank you. Mr. Bittle, is this your signature on this written plea of guilty?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Yes.
I'll accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant was present. Mr. Kerr advised of all of his rights, being an only intelligent voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, the consequence of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find it to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I will accept his plea of guilty to count 2, improper handling of firearm in a motor vehicle, a felony 5. I will accept his guilty plea to count 3 and find him guilty of OVI and misdemeanor 1. On the intervention plan, I'm going to place you on a 2-year intervention plan. On the felony, and the terms are you're to have no drugs or alcohol, and you'll be screened. You're to obtain a separate drug and alcohol evaluation, follow all recommendations. You're going to undergo a mental health evaluation, follow all recommendations, attend at least 2 AA meetings per week, maintain full employment. You're going to be suspended on the OVI, your license, so you're going to obtain a valid driver's license. And you're going to pay the costs and supervision fees. Anything else with regard to the intervention plan, Ms. Randallson?
No, Your Honor.
Do you understand the terms of the plan?
Yes.
Any question about the terms of the plan?
No, sir.
If you violate the terms of the plan, the state will file a motion to terminate your intervention plan. If I find you violated, you face 12 months in prison, you get convicted, and then face 12 months in prison. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about that?
No, sir.
All right. On the OVI, I'm going to sentence you to either 10 days in jail or 5 days in jail plus 18 days of electronically monitored home arrest. I'm going to impose a fine of, mandatory fine of $525 and a driver's license suspension of 1 year.
Your Honor, would the court consider backdating that to the date of the offense?
Looking for the date of the offense. Was it August 25?
24?
August 24? So it's effective August 24 of 2025.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any other penalties that I missed on that, Ms. Mulligan, on the OVI?
I'm sorry, I'm just having a very hard time hearing you.
Any other penalties that I missed? Any of these mandatory?
I don't think so,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, you understand what the sentence is on the OVI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know if you want to do the 10 days or the 5 and 18?
I'll take the 5 and 18, Your Honor.
What are your work days, your normal work days?
I work Monday through Friday.
What hours?
6, so I work 2 jobs. I work 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then my second job, I work Wednesday through Friday from 3 to 10 p.m.
Okay. Do you have a suggestion, Mr. Kerr, as to when? I'm going to give him time to, a future date to report for those 5 days. Do you have a sense of sometime in March when that would be? Like the 3rd week of March or so?
Yeah, so could he report on a Saturday morning? Would that make the most sense? Probably.
That's fine.
Because, yeah, perhaps March 21st?
All right, you're to report to the Lake County Jail on March 21 at 9 a.m. And then you will then have five days straight, then you will be put on the home arrest, and for the purposes of the home arrest, you will be permitted to work your normal work hours, but that's it.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you're right back home. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you violate the provisions of that home arrest, then you're looking at 180 days in jail. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. On the OVI, I'm also going to put them on probation for a period of 6 months. Okay? Got that, Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Ms. Mulligan, with regard? And I talked about this before. What I would like you to do as far as a judgment entry is do same case number, 2 judgment entries, one with regard to the intervention on a felony, one with regard to the OVI.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Anything beyond that?
I don't believe so.
Mr. Kerr, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, you got Mr. Bittle. You don't have much in the past, but this alcohol stuff is causing you all kinds of problems, causing people on route to all kinds of problems. So get it under control and do what you're supposed to do.
Yes, sir. I understand.
All right.